to verify. Uh, let's see. Great. So I'm like, yep. So why I'm doing this live stream? It's been I think, more than a year that uh, I haven't done anything on my YouTube channel and not even a live stream. And I thought like, why not? Let's try it out. I want to like experiment with the new live streaming tool as well. So I'm trying Riverside for a few days. It looks nice. I mean, we need a tool for our podcast as well. So thought of like giving a try because yeah, I can do that while it's on trial period. So let's see how it works with the live stream because I know it works pretty well as when people doing podcast. And so what we will be doing today? Let's see if there is anyone in the chat. Okay, so I don't see anyone in the chat, but yeah, let's. So uh, even I haven't done any live code with Angular. Actually, it's been while it's been quite some time. I think I missed last two releases. I think after 16, Angular kept adding so many features, and then I was working on one of the app which I was doing like okay, I was building it, and then I gave up at some time. I said okay, it's just Angular is moving too fast, and now it's stable. I see like there are still some features, but I think I can move ahead with that app. It was I think Angular 16 when I started and soon there will be Angular 20. So many amazing things which actually Angular team has been working on. And let's so I'll try to first like try out a new Angular 22, Angular 20 or Angular 19 app. Actually, Angular 20, I think they have still RC. So let's create an Angular 19 app and see how it looks like. What has changed? And maybe I can then follow up streams. I can actually upgrade the app which I had built using Angular 16 to latest version. And I also wanted to work on another project of mine called devsuran.dev. So let's see. Okay, something went wrong. Oh no, I still see everything is fine. So let's go ahead and share screen. And I will try to share my screen. Um, which one is this? Screen three. Okay. Great. So I use Windows. I mean, just in case you're wondering, oh, why this terminal looks so odd. So it's Windows, and I'm using Bash because yeah, most of the time Bash works with anything, and I'll be using VS Code as well. So of course I have VS Code updated because I'm not using this laptop pretty often. I think last year I would say was kind of I was really busy doing other stuff, mostly focusing on the health. And if you're interested to read about it, I recently went on to a podcast with Tejas, so Con Tejas podcast. So just go ahead and watch the recent episode. We really had a nice time together with Tejas, and we spoke about like how you can get promoted because I got promoted recently, a few months back during this promotion cycle. So I'm a staff engineer at Solonis now. It means, of course, more responsibility, but it also means like, of course, I have to continue doing what I was doing and more, right? But uh, we spoke about like how you can get promoted and about health. So, last year I got diagnosed with diabetes and it's type 2 still, but and then uh, I started exploring like what I should be doing. I went away from most of my community contributions. I think I wasn't that much involved. I was still doing my podcast, I think, which we need to continue. My co-hosts are like still asking me, "Hey, when we are going to record the next episode?" And I'm still like, "Oh, okay, we will do that." But if you don't follow our podcast, you can actually do that. I will just share the link. So, and then of course, Contagious podcast as well. See, so Contagious podcast, you can actually just search for Contagious, and then you will find some link. And so this tj.as. So you will find the first link, and you can find all the links. I think this is the YouTube channel where you can also go ahead and listen to the latest episode as well. And apart from this, our own podcast, which is called This Is Learning, or sorry, this is the talks. I mean, this is learning is our publication, and then our community. So you can search for this is tech talks, and this is the first link. Yeah, we did a podcast with Tejas last year. It was really great talking to Tejas about his book and server component. So in case you're interested, just go ahead and listen to that. It was a great episode, and we are also working on making it available on other platforms as well. So right now, yeah, you improve things. So that's what we are doing. So, but yeah, this is the latest episode with Tejas, and you can go ahead and listen to it. There are so many amazing episodes. Alex, great friend. You can, he's part of Next.js team and been doing great job. Can see dot. So all great host. Lirantal, he's a great friend as well. So go ahead and listen to some amazing episodes on Contagious podcast, as well as if you like uh, the This is Tech Talks. We have some great episodes as well. But yeah, in case like if you're interested to share something, I mean, I would love to have you as a guest. Reach out to me on social, maybe LinkedIn or X or Blue Sky, wherever we are connected, and we can schedule an episode. So let's go ahead and start with Angular, right? And with Angular, Angular comes with an Angular CLI. So for scaffolding and everything, I generally don't use Angular CLI directly. Generally, I rely on, sorry, I use NX for everything, because you can use NX for everything actually. So for starting a new Angular project at work, we of course use NX a lot, and we have been I've been using it for my all side projects as well. I mean, the fun projects that you do whenever you are free. So let's see. So in G, let's see if I have Angular version, which Angular CLI version I have installed. So 19.2.11, I think I have the latest stable. So 19.2.11. But there is a stable, there is an RC version as well, because Angular 20 is just around the corner. I mean, it's just supposed to be released maybe this month, and we can go ahead and use. But let's see. So to create a new project, uh, we can you can first do ng admin from help, but you can say ng new, and these are some commands which we can use for Angular, right? So you have ng add, ng analytics. The first command which we need is ng new. So we need to create a new project. So you can see, hey, it creates a new Angular workspace, and then you can use different commands to serve your application, to update your application. We'll see probably when I do my other project upgrade from Angular 16 to Angular 20. Maybe hope Angular 20 will be out by that time. So I'll probably wait till Angular 20 comes on to update that project. So, we can see, hey Ramchandran, hi, how are you? So we can see like how we can upgrade a project from Angular 16 and above, like using Angular upgrade. I'll be using NX, but just in case you've been using NX, you can also see that. So let's see NG new. So Pranjana, I'm just creating a new Angular 19 project to see like what has changed. I mean, I haven't done this since Angular 16, basically. So let's see Angular 6 NG new, and then I'll call it as data side demo NG 19. And I also wanted to try this new platform for streaming because I was using StreamYard for a long time, and over the period of time it became more expensive, and they kept adding all the features which I was using behind, like the upper, you can say, they just keep changing this different plans. So they make basic and then pro and whatever it was, and then they removed everything from pro, which I was mostly using, to another bucket, and they made it more expensive. I think many people got frustrated with that. It was always like that. They just make all the features which you like to an upper plan, and then make it more expensive. So yeah, finally I gave up. So let's see. Of course, this is something which is available, which was available on Angular 16 as well. Do you want to enable SSR and SSG? I'll say yes. Let's see. And then it says, would you like to use this server routing? Yeah, Ankit. Yeah, I same here. That's the thing. So okay, we'd like to use the server routing and app engine APIs developer preview for the server application. Oh wow, this is interesting because of course I have to go ahead and read about it, what it is. Maybe but good to know like things are improving and there are features like this. Um, I mean, more and more features are being added to the CLI as well, or to the Angular, right? It's because there was long period of time where there was not much investment in terms of SSR or SSG for Angular, and I think past few years it has changed. Now SSR is like Angular is, I think, probably going to become SSR first framework at some point of the time. I think so. I'm not sure. You think the same way, but I hope like that happens because Next.js, yeah, Next, right? Nest. No, Nest is the framework, backend SSR framework, right? Or backend framework. But Next.js became popular because it was an SSR framework. And Angular team actually never went that way. It was always SPA. And I think that needs to, that had to be changed at some point of the time. And I think Angular team took a right call to now like add this all features where you can actually have SSR configured for you. And I think in past few version, Angular team also changed ng universal to Angular SSR. It's now like part of your package or Angular package. It comes like pre-installed, or once you select this. Okay, of course, if you need SSR, I mean, then it actually adds that package as a dependency. But it's good thing is that it's part of Angular repository, or you can say uh, the organization, right? Rudrank, hello sir, can I ask you a doubt regarding a project I'm making in college? I'm new to this field, and help would be really appreciated. Yeah, sure, Rudrank, go ahead. I mean, yeah, if we can actually talk about it, or maybe if you think you want to reach out on LinkedIn, maybe, or any other social media, just share it if you have more details to share. So good. So let's see. I'm pretty interested to see like what's happening here. It's been some time. As I said, like last time I created another app, which was Angular 16. Let's see if I still have that. ng blank. This was the one. So this, let's see, which version was this? Oh, so I was doing Angular 17. Okay. And then did we have Angular slash SSR here? No. Nice. So last was Angular 17, which when I created a new app, 17, 18, 19. So yeah, almost a year. Uh, okay, so Rudrank has a question. Since I'm new to this field, I'm thinking of making an app using either of Kotlin, HTML, CSS, JS. Oh, okay. This is a nice feature. I really like this. So Rudrank, I'm also trying this new streaming platform. So okay, I think depends, Rudrank. I mean, are you really interested in making a cross-platform app? I think this is where Kotlin really shines, right? You can actually use it for your cross-platform apps. If you just need a web app, maybe go ahead and use HTML, CSS, JS, or maybe some frameworks, right? I mean, you can go ahead and use Next.js or Vue or maybe Next or maybe Angular. Why not? I mean, you can also use this and yeah, go ahead and use Kotlin if you have some cross-platform thing. Chandran, hope you're doing well. Happy to see you back. Uh, Yeah, thanks, Ramchandran. It's been some time. Yeah, hope so. I can add some value. I think it's been long time for me as well, doing some live streams. Um, yeah, but yeah, I have. Um, let's see now. CD uh, previous slide. And Ankit, which was the latest feature that you used in Angular, probably after the standalone component. So Ankit, I was trying signals. To be frank, like it was Angular 16 project, I think, and when I started, I think the other project which I was showing. So this one, it's called NG Bank. So I was playing around with this, and then meanwhile, I think the Signals API became stable, and I had like already NGRX added into my code base, and then I ended up including or using the signals. And so what I did was actually transformed all my RxJS, or you can say observables, to signals. I think there should be some code around somewhere. So let's see if I can if I still have this code. So I think this is mostly you will see in this code, like I don't have any HTTP resource or HTTP, the new HTTP services, right? So this is still old. And then I ended up using NGRX store. Um, and then this is traditional way. Now you have create signals and those APIs. So really, I need to actually go ahead and like see like what changed in this in signals and what's going around, what's the new fancy thing, HTTP resources, like people are talking about it. So I have to play around and see how they have improved. You see like signals of sorry, standalone component, of course, that was something which I was using. I really love this standalone component. It adds like less boilerplate, right? I mean, this is something which people were always worried about. So now you don't need to do that. So nice. I think dashboard. Still don't remember like where I ended up using these signals. Or this is maybe another branch where I just ended up using this, or because here I'm just using store and then okay, jet store. I'm not fetching any data here for some reason, but there should be something interesting. But yeah, I remember like playing around at the NJX API, which can give you the signals, so it can actually transform the observable and give you back the signals. So yeah, really been some time. It's been a year basically. Let's see. Now my new project is ready, and we can build this in the VS Code. Maybe as I said, like it's oh wow, I'm 88 commits behind. Yeah. Because I remember I added more features actually to this code base. So login was working fine, and then registration. Yeah, select signal, right? So this is the one API which I was talking about. So you can actually select signals even though like your store still has the old implementation, right, where it returns your observable. So this was the last thing. So uh, Shivaram. Okay, so Shivaram has this question. Any tips on learning how to crack interviews? Oh, interesting. I think it really depends, right? I mean, now people talk a lot about using lead code, like practicing lead code, but now it's era of AI as well. So there are companies I think now who allow you to use AI during interviews, which is a good sign. The only thing you should be able to explain the code, right? So still work on the basics and data structure and algorithm. I think this is really important when you are applying for any new positions. I think it's standard in our industry now, right? Yeah, a lot of people don't like it, but I think that's something which you need to do. You can, and then really you should concentrate on the new stuff which is happening in the industry, like adopt AI, make it as part of your day-to-day workflow. You can use AI in better way as well. Of course, don't be just don't follow whatever code it just throws at you, and learn about the basics, learn about data structure algorithm, learn about system design, and how you can do low level design and high level design. There are like pretty good resources on the YouTube now. I think last time I was going through Pratik or what is his name? Uh, yeah, I think Pratik, right? Pratik Bahani, who has good resources as well. Go through his YouTube video. There are like many amazing YouTubers who are doing a lot of good resources. So check them out, and yeah, that will help you. So let's see, let's go through the package.json because yeah, this is something now available, right? Angular SSR, which was not available in my package or my earlier code. So when you say you need Angular SSR, you get Angular SSR. Earlier it was called NG Universal, so it's gone now. You can like serve the SSR application locally, which is nice. You just need to build first, I think. Yeah, you need to build, and then you can serve your application locally. RxJS still there, 7.8.0, but it will become optional in future. It relies on Express. This is something which you will see in your server.ts. So now we actually Angular uses Express uh, by default um, for server-side rendering, right? And it's all the configuration are added, so you don't have to do much. Yeah. I think Express has a new release. This is the new release, Angular Express, because I remember their Express had no releases for quite a year, and then finally they did a new version. I think this should be the new one. Let's see. By the way, how is my voice coming? Because yeah, this is a new app for live streaming. I'm not really sure like if it's working fine or not. Mm. Okay, so 5.1.0. Okay, so this is the new latest version of Express, not 4. So yeah, maybe it's upgraded in Angular 20 because it's a major version. I don't think so. There are any breaking changes, but yeah. And then zone.js, it will also become optional in future. And I think with Angular 20, they are going to make it optional. Ah, nice. Okay. So because I have 15 days trial with this app and then I have to pay. So I'm just worried like if it's working fine or not. Okay. So let's see. X Express, Jasmine. Oh, what's with Jasmine and Karma? Still there? Come on, get rid of it. Okay. I thought like Jasmine and Karma is already gone, but I think they're still there. Um, But I remember like Angular team was experimenting with the new unit testing frameworks, and there were few options. Maybe need to check what's happening there. Maybe they will be available with the new releases or new version. TypeScript 5.7.2. Nice. So this is cool. And let's see the file. So we have style.css, server.ts. This is for server-side rendering, main.ts. This is for bootstrapping our application. So we have app component, a standalone one, and then app config where all the routes are defined. So main.server, let's see what's this. This is for bootstrapping your server-side code. Again, let's see what's there. App route.ts. There is no route. Oh, this is new. I think I haven't seen this render mode pre-render. So I need to learn more about this. Maybe I'll just go and do deep dive. What's this now? Like how it works. App config. I think yeah, I know this one because this file was already available earlier. You can provide your router. You can provide a client hydration. You can yeah, pro with event replay and then provide zones. Yeah, so this is nice. Zone provide zone change direction. Uh, this is I think the new API which I haven't seen in the previous version. So config server. Okay, this is to provide server side rendering and server routing. So yeah, this is I need to go ahead and see like what is this. This is same standalone component. Then spec.ts. Oh, there are a few already tested in here. I think yeah, part of the template. Okay, so not many files which I have to worry about. Angular.json still exists. I really hate this file. I'm not sure like what's your experience with Angular.json, but once you have a lot of projects, it becomes unmanageable. I have seen like this is where I really like nx.json or nx because with nx each project gets its own project.json and then all the settings or all the configuration or all the you can say tasks builds of extract itin and they're like now default in nx so they really are not visible on your file so yeah less things to worry about because json you just miss a comma and then everything starts breaking and you never know what's happening it takes a lot of time to figure out those issues. Let's serve this application now. Let's see what happens. And just serve. So this is the command. You can serve a new Angular application. So it says component HMR has been enabled. Okay, if you encounter application reload issue, you can manually reload the page to bypass HMR. Oh, nice. So if you're not aware of what HMR is, it's hot module reload option. So because I heard like in latest Angular version, it's the reload is really faster What I mean by reload is like whenever you change some file, the compilation and reload thing is really, really fast. And let's see localhost 4200. Okay, so this is the new page. Okay, reverse side Angular 19, Angular Dev Tools. Okay, I don't know why we still have X. I think we have Blue Sky as well. I'm not sure like it's included in the latest version. But yeah, in case you want to go ahead and add a new PR, you can probably do that. Maybe just add Blue Sky option as well, uh, and remove X. Oh, just kidding. I know people are still using X, so let's see. This is Angular 19. I really wanted to try out HTTP, the new HTTP source API. Let's see how it works. So, HTTP resource. Anyone of you have tried HTTP resource, or you're working on the latest version? I know, like Ankit, you work on Angular, Ramchandran, probably you as well. Have you tried any new APIs from Angular? HTTP makes reactive HTTP request and expose this request status and response value as writable resource. By default, it assumes that the backend will return JSON data. To make request that expects a different kind of data, you can use sub-constructor of HTTP resource. Oh, so HTTP resource.text. Oh, there's another called text. Or there's a log. Wow, this is an array buffer. Nice. So working with large objects and then working with files. This is nice. I know like this was a little bit of challenge when working with HTTP because you have to. I mean, working with files with using HTTP client API. I think it was a little bit. You need to pass this extra configurations and everything. This is nice if you have a clear APIs. I hope this is what they do actually. If they're saying blob, it means large binary large object, right? On update, but did not get a chance to try them. Okay, so Ankit says, just saw some videos. So which version of Angular you are using at work, Ankit, or you are not using Angular at all? Because I know like you use Angular, right? So nice. This is the HTTP resource. Maybe let's see if there are any documentation. So this is the reference, and let's see where is the documentation around this. Come on, Angular HTTP. Yes. Okay. So Ramchandran says, yes, we started using HTTP resource, but still we are not confident enough to scale it up to use everybody. Oh, wow. Why? I heard good things about HTTP resource and you're saying you don't have confidence. So interesting. Why? What's your experience which is holding you back? So, of course, like, so I can go ahead and like, because we are on Angular 14 and now we are migrating to Angular 16. And of course, after Angular 16, we'll move probably to 17 and 18. So at some point of time, we will move to HTTP resource. And just interesting to know like why you're saying that, okay, it's we don't have still confidence. So HTTP.get, is it not available? Okay, critical region. Why it's not here? What next? Maybe let's see what's HTTP resource. It still says reference. Why there is no documentation around this? Okay, interesting. Let's see. I'll probably use some APIs to fetch some data, maybe. JSON. Yes. Oh, Ankit says we use Angular version 15. Oh, okay. So you're stuck on 15 because of maybe the project is under maintenance. Yeah, I know like a lot of companies do not invest in like upgrading the apps, which is a little bit of challenge for everyone, even for developers, I think. So let's see. Maybe I'll just try to you. I work at Netcore. Oh, Netcore. I think I have heard about it. Oh, see, maybe can just try this out and see how it works. Import from and mm. So, are you attending any conferences? Anyone, Ankit, Ramchandran, or anyone in the chat? I know there are few which is happening in India and outside. So, or one around your city. Resource. Okay, so then there's an STP client, of course, master copy resource. Let's see how it works. So it says reference. Create a resource that fetches the data with HTTP GET request to the given URL. Ah, okay. Team feels like too much refactoring to adopt the changes for HTTP resource. Team really obsessed with answers. So interesting. Obsession is always wrong. But I mean, in such cases, I really recommend, like, I always recommend my team to adopt these new APIs for new code. I mean, refactoring, I don't think so. I will ever recommend anyone to do that. If you have NGRX, I'm sure like that can help you by like from moving from observable to signals. But I don't think so. You need to go ahead and like migrate everything. That's something which I will not recommend. I'll say okay, let's just leave it to do is equals to uh, HTTP source and then says URL. Okay. So the tools API, where is this post tools? Let's see what it returns. So it says, okay, it returns the HTTP resource ref of unknown. And this is generic. Oh, interesting. So it's generic. So take this and let's see if I have ChatGPT. Oh, interesting. Where is my ChatGPT from? Shift. Chat. Mm, Copilot. Manage Copilot plan. Open Copilot edits. Oh, here it is. Create. Type. Create interface. Name it as to do. By the way, I feel like HTTP resource is inspired by TenStack. Very okay. Really, I'm not aware of like what TenStack is because yeah, as an Angular developer, I think I never needed it. But now I think there is some rewrite which is going on, right? I mean, TenStack has an adapter for Angular as well, so maybe you're right if you know the APIs. Okay, so ChatGPT doing the magical stuff. So I'm using Copilot just to make my life easy, and I'll say, okay, accept this, and okay. So this is, and then what is happening here is, okay, it says S3 source of type 22. Wow, this is nice. Done. And so because it will not save this file automatically. So it says, okay, so S3 says enough from type to do array what, because it returns HTTP resource. Maybe I'm just using it in the wrong way. I'm just playing around with the API. I never used it. This is my first time. So let's see. So it says you can do function HTTP resource. So this is a function. Create a resource, and let's see some examples. Right. HTTP. I mean, to be frank, Uh, I was going through Next or Vue, you can say, and there were so many APIs which were actually now similar in Angular. So yeah, I think people are getting taking inspiration, or even Angular team is taking inspiration from other places, right? Oh, so this is how it works. User HTTP source. Okay, this is a function, and then you can pass the URL. Oh, nice. And then you can also pass method. Okay, so this is a function. I was just using it as API. So HTTP resource. Let's see. I'll just rewrite this as to-dos to-do list is equals to HTTP resource, and then the URL, right? So this is what it says. What about this? Oh, Matthew. Okay, good friend. Uh, Probably I'll meet him in few days. Let's comment this out. Let's see. So it says HTTP. Okay, it returns the reference. And what else? So it says you can say HTTP resource, function, and then all the API, AFT function. By default, HTTP perform GET request. Okay, so it gives me GET resource, GET, and if I need to set some parameters or headers, I can do this report progress. Oh, so they have report progress as well. And it is returns a text in the value. So I have text log. Yeah, I was right. So you can work with large objects and array buffer. So I think for probably for files, shape of and a static resource, it's embracing the ecosystem type safety. So you can say parse star was person schema dot parse. Oh, so this is you using the Zod API, experimental API. Oh, this is available as part of 19.2 release. There's an experimental. Oh, that's why there is not even documentation because it's experimental. I'm using 19.2, so makes sense. Let's see now what I can do with this. Let's go ahead and use this and remove everything, and to-do list. What is not callable has signature. Okay, so how do I use this? So HTTP resource, it says so person resource. Okay, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, so to do model.ts is not a module. Is this to do model.ts export interface to do? Come on. Let's see. Yes. Oh, there are a bunch of errors. So it says not a module, but I removed this already. Export interface to do. Let's see. Change adapted. Oh, what is this? This is, oh, I'm seeing this for the first time. Okay. Page reload center client. Okay. Maybe it works. Ah, create Angular server app is not a function. What's happening here? This page reload center client. Maybe I'll just restart and see. Oh wow, so many errors. No provider for HTTP client. Okay, so I need to provide HTTP client, is it? Let's see, demo on tablets. So see, hmm, so I can use show person resources dot value. Okay, and then pipe JSON. So I need JSON pipe, HTTP resource, and provide HTTP client. So I still need to provide HTTP client. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So config. So let's say, okay, provide HTTP client. And in HTML, I have to do dot value, HTTP dot value. And if there are any error, you show the error. Okay. JSON. So if I'm using JSON, I have to import. Is it already imported automatically? No. So I can say JSON pipe. Okay, so I have router outlet which is unused. Let's make it. Let's import this uh, router outlet. So it stops complaining about this one. Router outlet. Mhm. Okay, let's see what happens now. So, yeah, I was not expecting it to crash. At least give me some meaningful errors. Okay, so building. Oh, this was fast. It says reoptimizing dependency because read config has changed. Okay, it was pretty fast. The serve localhost 4200 and this is that close this and open again. It's taking so much time. Okay, so this still compile the list dot value. So I have this as to-do list. Distributed resource reference. Not sure, really not sure what it does, but oh, nice. So this is my data. Wow. So I don't need to. Okay, so let's talk about the difference which I see. So generally on HTTP client, that's a service. So I have to like inject or use inject function to use HTTP client. But with HTTP resource, there's actually a function. So I don't need to do like those weird stuff, right? I don't have to inject anything or yeah, use Angular dependency injection. So this is moving away from DI or whatever we used to call this as dependency injection in Angular. So nice functional API to fetch the data. Awesome. And then this is your URL from where you can get the data. And maybe let's see. So I'll just create, let's ask this to uh, so to list in tabular format. Let's uh, create a nice table for me. Okay. And let's see. I think I have the columns. Uh, User ID, uh, title completed, and ID, which is the unique key. Use it for set in for loop as key. Okay, so it's saying oh, so it created a new component. Let's see. So uh, the only thing which I didn't like is it's using at the rate input, you know, the old API. But let's see how my HTML table looks like. And it's using ng for disappointed Copilot, no Copilot. I was expecting the new APIs. Okay, let's see if I can revisit and ask my Copilot to say, can you use what we call them? Uh, Template. Okay, let's see. Next, V19. Direct for can use a new control flow syntax and use input signal. Let's see if it can understand and update my code. Nice. But okay, so at the rate, so star for is actually not API. So you see, okay, even at the rate input, it's saying signal of to do. I don't think so. Come on, Copilot. Mm, for uh, the for loop syntax is at the rate what? Hope it updates. Hmm. And then we should not be using str. Okay. I think, yeah, this Copilot is not doing a good job here. Maybe there are not enough examples on the internet. Yeah, you never know. So for let to do of to dos, and you don't need to use this. Let's see. So it says must have a track function. Recently, I did an engine track. Sorry, I don't mention that conference anymore. I don't have any good experience or good memories. It always brings bad memories when we talk about it. But yeah, I happy to hear that you had a good time meeting folks. Oh, nice. You met Thomas, Thomas Trojan. Nice. It's nice guy. Nice person. Yeah, probably I'll meet him as well. It's been some time I have met all those people. Do you think so? Cloud is okay. Let's see. I think GPT-4 Cloud 3.7. Yeah, people actually, yeah, that makes sense. I think Gemini. I also have Gemini. Okay, but let's see. Can you use input? Oh, nice. Yeah, this does match a better job. Cloud 3.7. Thanks. Okay, thanks for the uh yeah, thanks for the tip. Cool. So I think we have our component ready. We got the data from our HTTP resource rather than HTTP client, which is a good improvement using functional programming. Uh, why is this file updated? I don't know. From save and file save on. There are not many talks on Angular in India. Yeah, I mean that's a concern. I mean, I always feel sad that there is only one conference which happens in probably in entire Asia, and I probably don't want to go there ever in my life, um, because of the memories I have. But yeah, why not go ahead and start something? Because it's always React everywhere. Even most of the JavaScript conferences are React only. So if you're planning to start one, why not go ahead and do that? I would love to support in any ways possible. So HTML, let's see, let's pass this as this to do to do table. Right. So even I think I visited India twice, and both the time I spoke at some React conference. One, yeah, three conferences so far, and it's mostly React or JavaScript conferences where most of the talks were, you know, actually React or okay. So it says to it's not a known element because I have to register it. So, and probably I'm thinking about like maybe I'll make a comeback next year, speak at some conferences. It's been some time, so it says unknown is not assignable to type to do. Now this is interesting. Like how should I change the type? Is this generic? Okay, so I can say this is to do array, and maybe we can if you are around Bangalore, most of the conferences happen there. So if you're around Bangalore, maybe we can meet. @f says to-do list or area undefined. Oh, interesting. It still says undefined. Why? Hmm, okay, no worries. I think I know what I can do for now. I can make this input as to do or so it's almost time. So I'll just complete this and maybe go to bed. I was not well today in early morning, so need some rest as well. Okay, so it says okay, it's not undefined to do's anymore. So let's see, it's compiled successfully and then it breaks. This is annoying. I need to check like why. Maybe some weird issue. Yeah, sure, Ankit. Of course, it's still a year. Maybe if JSConf India, probably if that happens in 2026, I would love to visit. And especially if it happens during summer vacation, then that would be great. So I can stay for a longer time. And you're from Mumbai, so of course I will visit Mumbai during my visit. Probably stay there for a few days, a few weeks. And yeah, I was not aware you're from Mumbai because I was there last year, but yeah, it was very short visit, I would say, and I was pretty much busy. Okay, so localhost 4200. Hope this works. Come on, it's new template now. Why? Okay. Nice. This is nice. So I got the table thanks to Copilot, and I got to use HTTP resource, which I never tried before. So I think this is it. Let's see. I mean, I'll try to wait till Angular 20 comes in. Maybe meanwhile I'll explore these APIs. We'll talk more about HTTP resource and everything. Maybe signals. This is very interesting. I can go through the docs and try to figure out what's more in signals, like the APIs. There are linked signals now, which I never tried. So I'd love to go ahead and try those APIs as well. But yeah, I'll catch up on the next stream, maybe tomorrow. And thanks for joining, Ankit, and Ramchandran, Shivaram. So thanks for hanging around. Um, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe, or whenever you try to join or decide to join next time. See ya. Bye bye and good night.